Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first Gas Forum annual conference. I'm David Cox, I'm the MD of the Gas Forum. I'd like to welcome you all today to this first event that we hope to replicate if people think it's a good idea. Housekeeping, there's only one thing to do, two things. Switch off your mobile phones, if possible, or put them on silent. And if a fire alarm goes, it won't be a practice, it will be genuine, and find the nearest fire exits and exit the building. Purpose of today, I'm just going to say a few words before we kick off with the sessions, is to gather the industry specialists, and I think most of you are embedded in the energy industry, if not on the gas side, in the energy side in general, and the idea is to bring you together to discuss the role of gas in the UK market going forward. And I think it's a very interesting time for gas. It's a very interesting time for the energy industry per se. We have a lot of consultations coming out soon, some legislation. We've got the gas generation strategy, we've got EMR, we've got security of supply issues to be debated and decided. All of this, I think, makes this conference quite relevant today. We want you to partake in the discussion. We've got some good speakers. We're going to have Q&A sessions after every session, and we want you all to ask difficult questions and also put your views across as well where you think the speaker is talking a load of nonsense. Don't be afraid to tell them that. I'm sure they won't mind, and they're used to it. We did plan to have Charles Hendry here as giving the keynote address. Unfortunately, politics meant that he was exited to the back benches at short notice. Nobody seems to know why, but the new man, John Hayes, is still locked away somewhere learning about energy. He's not going to be allowed out until he understands what gas is and what wind turbines are. So unfortunately, he's not here to pick up the brief or the speech that his civil servants would have written for Charles Hendry. That's unfortunate, but we have Chris, who stepped in kindly from DEC to discuss where the government are thinking about gas. I think it's interesting just to think about the pressures on gas at the moment. We have the CCC, Climate Change Committee, writing to the Prime Minister recently, this month, saying that we don't want gas promoted too much. You know, we need renewables. We need to focus on renewable investment. We can't have too much emphasis on gas in the energy mix. And by 2030, we don't expect to see much unabated gas on the system in the gas generation sector. It's almost as if the government and CCC are thinking of the gas industry and gas as being something that post as you're growing up, you have a bit of a fling with, you have a short-term relationship with gas. It's sort of, you're not quite sure. Your parents are saying, well, sow your white oats, have a good time with gas. But come 2030, settle down with something steady, more predictable, nuclear, renewables, etc. Gas by then will be effectively a dead industry in the electricity generation sector, for one. It's still probably needed in heat, but it's that sort of time, I think, where there are mixed messages coming from government. It's not clear what the long-term role of gas is. So I think today I'd like to see us debate that sort of issue. We've also got other sessions, of course. We've got sessions on unconventional gas, a good debate between Greenpeace, hopefully, and the potential producers of unconventional gas. Will it be a game changer in the UK like it's been in the US? Let's debate and discuss that. What's the impact on security of supply, the impact on the environment, the impact on gas prices, which perhaps is the most concern for the consumers. And then we've got some sessions later on the wholesale market, the financial regulations coming out of Europe, coming out of the financial crisis, spilling over into energy regulation, financial regulation, REMIT, MIFID, MAD rebranded, I think. But in terms of, is that going to affect the liquidity of the wholesale energy markets? Threats there. And then also we've got a session on the retail market, the competitive market, Are we content with the operation of the energy market at that retail level? Is it truly competitive, or are there things that we still need to do? So I think we've got a good day ahead of us. Let's be interactive, ask questions, and I look forward to enjoying the day with you. Later on, post the end of the day, of course, we have the new gas year party, and I hope all of you can stay for a celebration at the end of the day to see in the new gas year. But now I'll hand over to Chris, who's going to talk from DEC's perspective. Chris, thank you very much.